Johnettes Garden Club is brought to you by Aiken's Nursery and Landscaping.
All right, Joe, thank you. Those unseasonably warm temperatures that Joe was talking about have many of our plants thinking spring is right around the corner, and they are beginning new growth that normally doesn't happen until March. In this segment of Johnettes Garden Club, we'll talk about pruning roses that are already showing some new growth.
Hi everyone, I'm here at Aiken's Nursery with Jennifer McJimsey, and we are going to talk about pruning roses. Now the rule has always been prune about Valentine's Day, but we have a problem this year.
Yeah, we are obviously, as you can tell from the weather, we are really a little bit ahead of schedule this year. So roses that would not really have started growing are already starting to bud out. You can see all this new growth on the roses, but a pretty good rule of thumb is that Valentine's Day is time to prune your roses. You give them the good spring pruning, cut out anything that's diseased, anything that's damaged, and then go ahead and cut them to achieve the shape or the overall size that you want, especially these landscape roses like drift roses or knockout roses.
And it's also a good time to begin fertilizing and treating with the magic product that I couldn't survive without.
Yeah, so Rose Shield is really good for roses. It is an insecticide, a fungicide, and a miticide. And then Valentine's Day also marks the time that you start to fertilize. So you're going to give them a good cut and go ahead and begin feeding them. Start treating it with Rose Shield so that you can have, the best roses this year. And, as we were preparing for this segment, Johnette and I were saying, well, gosh, it's almost too late to prune this year because the new growth is coming out. Right. Roses aren't like hydrangeas. You can still prune them now. So it's not like you're going to cut off this year's blooms by trimming them now. You're just going to push back the new growth. So you would be cutting off and losing all of this new growth, but you would get more blooms and more growth afterwards. So if you need to trim them up for shape, now's your window.
It's not a terrible mistake.
That's right.
Thank you, Jennifer. For KTBS 3 News, I'm Johnette Magner.
And if you love gardening, you should look into the KTBS Travel Club trip to Holland and Belgium. In 2027, Johnette will take a group on a river cruise to see the tulips there. There are travel club meetings for you to attend to pick up more info. Those are listed there on your screen. You can also find all this information for you and more on all of our other trips at ktbstravelclub.com.